Hello folks, welcome back to another round of Bwoah Racing League. Here we are in Season 5 for today's race in the Austrian Grand Prix. Joining me today is Richu. Hey Richu, how are you today? What's up man? Been a long time since we've had a chat here.
Hi everyone. Yes, it's been a very long time. Was caught up with a lot of things, but I'm here finally. Gonna miss Sarthak's energy and his amazing commentary today. But
Yeah, unfortunate that Satek's
yeah,
not joining us, but that gives us an opportunity to show us a bit of our creativity as well, and perhaps maybe the chat will be happy as well to hear someone different. Nah, just kidding, Satek. We miss you, but hopefully wherever you are, you're being safe and enjoying responsibly. And here we are as we are getting ready. 18 drivers in the lobby. And looks like it's almost a full grid here in Austria. How's your experience been in Austria so far? I mean, racing in Austria. I mean, not living in Austria. How has it been, Richu, for you?
I guess you kind of forgot, but I don't race. I mean, we are just here with the other guys, just having fun, having banter. But Austria, I heard few drivers complaining about the curbs. They were a little concerned about the 2021 curbs and how it's gonna treat them. So
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see. Can't really rule anyone out of it as
Yep.
yet.
Turn one, exit of turn one. I mean, every curb is just literally like ice. And the moment you step on it, it's like, yep, round goes the car.
Yes.
Yeah, setup is gonna be quite important here from my experience as well. Uh, like Kimi said, it's pretty much three long straights, all DRS, and if you can stay within someone's DRS, you're good to go for the long race. At the same time, there's a lot of high-speed corners where you will need a bit of that high arrow to keep your car on the road. But it's interesting to see whether the weather will play some factor into this race, or will we just have a dry race as always and see some overtakes here and there. We'll find out shortly as the lobby is getting ready. The countdown has started, folks. 10 seconds remaining and we can head into the lobby. So let's get in and see what's up today. 19 drivers already up and we are good to go. Only one McLaren is not here today, and I think that might just set back the McLaren boys a little bit, because, well, if you want to coordinate a tow, this is the track to do it. There's three long straights. You can do it anywhere you want, but, well, time will tell.
So while that's loading, who do you think, Dalvin? Who do you prefer? I mean, I've heard the commentator's curse is very, very powerful in this league, but
Oh,
without taking any names, how about you just go with the team names for now?
well,
Red Bull, maybe? In the Red Bull ring?
Red Bull at the Red Bull Ring. Yes, yes, Richie, you're absolutely right. That should be the favorites, because why not? They're the home team after all. We went with Alpine in France two races ago. That may not have paid off that well, saying that on stream. Well, let's hope this time it turns out better. And oh, look at that. Would you just look at that? It's raining. And well, wet quali? Huh, interesting. This might
This
just
is gonna mess up that
be
setup,
some
isn't it?
fun. I wonder if the drivers are going to be having a bit of a chat in their garage now, and looking if it might be a dry race or even a wet race. We yet to know that. Richie, if you do know, if you do get the info on that, please let us know, because as always here in the comms box, we are always having the fun. We don't have the best idea, but we know it's gonna be fun without knowing the weather. So let's see, cars coming out. Let me just get my UI sorted before Sarthak joins the chat and starts giving me some lectures on that. But no worries, Sarthak. I think I'm learning. I think I can do this, and let's get on with this. So, few drivers are on track already. Streeter, Mr. Wax is still inside. Streeter's out. Andre is one of the first ones out as well. So the rookie who made his debut in the last race in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at Jeddah, well, it didn't go well for his first race. Jeddah caught a lot of drivers, but here we are in the Red Bull Ring, where it's sort of open track, and quite a straightforward track, if you might say. And well, he's one of the first ones out. Baby Shumi as well. No, it's Signic who's the first one who is really out there. So let's maybe just quickly go on board with him as well and see what he's up to. And Freeze.
So
Yes.
yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, but little birdie told me that it's gonna be wet for like a maximum of 8 to 10 minutes, and then it's gonna dry up.
Ooh.
So we're gonna have a dry race, but the qualifying itself might be a little more interesting and something that we definitely should look forward to.
Wow. Okay, that's a curveball there, I guess, because you know, wet weather transition to dry, drivers might get caught out. And speaking of getting caught out, Signic just invalidates his lap on the first corner itself. Well, this may not matter knowing that it will be dry at the end, but drivers do need to build up their confidence, isn't it? So lap by lap, I think you know, they might wanna start pushing things faster and faster. But well, remains to be seen. Now, Signic has invalidated his lap. Maybe let's ride on board with well, no, Red Bull is not out just yet on their Red Bull ring. Perhaps they're just waiting for the dry.
Speaking of Red Bull's sister team's driver Freeze will be serving his quali ban that he has picked up from the Paul Ricard Grand Prix in France. So he's going to be serving it here, and will start at the back of the grid when the race is going to commence.
Yeah, thank you, Richie, for the update. I was just a little bit caught out with some messages in the chat. So yes, for the folks in the chat, yes, the stream has been shared in the Discord as well. So hope you enjoyed their team principles. Do get your info and pass it on to your drivers. And here we are, first few laps. Andre being the first one to set his lap, Streeter and Derp as well. So Derp, the winner from the last race, after well some kerfuffle with the time penalties and safety car time penalties and all, he has once again showed up today and straight off the bat, 3 seconds off the pace. Is it normal from Derp here, or is it just well, slowly ramping it up? I'm not sure if Richie is with us anymore, but there we go. I think Derp is just slowly picking up his pace, and right in front of him is gonna be an Aston Martin by looks of it. And yeah, Derp sets fastest second sector now. Let's see if he can take it any better. Oh, UK now goes P1, provisional pole with a 12.5, and round comes Andre, and definitely, well, the round counts. Derp sets 11.5, 1 second faster than anyone else on track. Now that's the pace that we expected from Derp, and he is delivering. Who else is on a lap? Let's see. Signic, Streeter now. Ooh, a little bit wobbly there. Out of turn 1, it is really slippery on the intermediate condition. BRL Wicks has DNF. Something might have happened there, but unfortunate for him, he will not be taking any further part in this qualification. Freeze, meanwhile, as we have heard from Richu earlier, will not be qualifying at all because he has a quali ban to serve after some incidents in the French GP. And as you can see, there we go, Mad Marcus staying out of the way, Big Man Joe staying out of the way. Oh, Baby Shumi has crashed as well. What happened to Baby Shumi? That he's backwards out of turn 4, and oh, unfortunate for Baby Shumi, his car, for staying too long on the wrong way, has been disqualified from the session, which means he will be starting last today. That's not what you'll be wanting, Team Mercedes, but I think, well, starting at the back might just be a little bit of a blessing in disguise, given that Austria turn 1 is always a recipe for disaster. Well, while he's out, let's ride on board with some of our favorite drivers as well. RB Feller, fellow Alpine driver over here, who has invalidated his lap, unfortunately. Will stay out. Oh, and Derp, what happened there to Derp? He has retired. Oh, what happened there? I think he might have just lost it coming out of the last corner. Let's ride on board with Mr. Vex and see. It looks like there is some debris on the track, which means Dub has DNF'd in the early parts of this qualifying. Will this matter though? Will this matter though? That's the big question. That's the big question today. And let's quickly have a check here in case there is a lobby restart or something, because there are a lot of disconnections coming in, and looks like we're all okay for now. All right, so drivers, if there is a restart or something, please do let me know as well in the chat, because you know I'm well, kind of lost here. And Derb has replied to us. Derb crashed at the last corner, so that is confirmation from our driver Derb that he crashed in the last corner. Well, Austria last corner, the curb, it catches out even the best of drivers. Well, while that's happening, Mr. Wax seems to be picking up the pace here. Sets a purple middle sector, perhaps his best purple or even the session's best. Takes a second last corner pretty conservatively, and the last corner where Derb might have crashed, runs a bit wide, runs on the curb a little bit slippery there, just across the line. Now Mr. Vex, wow, sets a 12.3. That's a fast time. That is a fast time and a legit fastest middle sector by the looks of it, and he is still pushing on for another lap. Well, good luck to him. And there are still some drivers who are yet to set a time at all. So drivers like Drunken Monkey, Mad Marquez, Big Man Joe, and the Ferraris are yet to set a time. Albeit they are circulating on track, and looks like the rain has stopped now, which means we will expect a transition to the dry weather very soon. And the Ferraris, the Red Bulls, I was gonna say the Williams, but only Mad Marquez are the ones that have not set their time. So look at that, Drunken Monkey. I'm not sure if he's drunk or not, but he's already out on the soft tires. So well, the track conditions might still be slippery. I think he's one of the first ones to get a feel of the conditions and slowly bring up his pace, challenge the pole with Derb out of the way today. I think, well, pole is definitely in the questions here.
Absolutely, Dalvin. I feel Derb was very unlucky to just miss out on the dry conditions, because I don't think if you saw it, if you noticed, but DRS has been enabled, so the track is now starting to dry up, and there you go. We can see Drunken Monkey start his lap with DRS open.
Yeah, and it looks like it is still slippery out there. Drunken Monkey is sliding his car out of turn 1, and looks like he's abandoned his lap. It's probably just a little too damp for it right now. But yeah, Richu, 3 diamonds in qualifying itself. That's well, that's how league racing goes, isn't it? One moment you're top, the next moment you can be at the bottom. It's the consistency that will get you through all these races. And another yellow being waved. It's Signic this time, who's still on the intermediates right now. So perhaps Signic, you wanna be going on the softs already. Just hurry up and do that, because you're gonna get caught out on this drying track. It looks like everyone is boxing and coming in for the soft tires. So this will be it. Everyone will be setting their provisional soft tire times. 11 drivers who have set their time till now. Out of that, only 10 are, well, still running, and 5 more yet to set a lap time. Let's ride on board now with the Ferrari pairing, who have come out on the soft tires as well. So looks like everyone is aiming to start on the softs over here. Equally good to start on the mediums, but given that it is a wet to dry track in the qualifying, I think everyone just wants to safely get into the top 10 and look from there onwards. Let's ride on board with the first of the Ferraris to cross the line, Harry Rocks 24, who's back this season, who's back this race after taking a break in the previous one. So into turn 1, rides the curb, and well, seems to be a little conservative there, but still, it's a damp track. It is still drying. The track is ramping up very quickly into turn 3, as it's officially known. Out of the corner, a bit squiggly on traction. KDB now there sets a 106 provisional pole, goes to him. And well, we're still riding on board with the Ferrari here. Turn 4 takes it quite well on the dries. The track looks like it is in the prime condition and definitely getting much better into turn 5. Flicks it left, turn 6, flicks it left again. Drunken Monkey goes pole again. One with a 106.4. What can Harry Rocks do? He will be the next one to cross the line. Turn 9 coming up very quickly. And also turn 10. Yes, again there.
As I was saying, I said 2 purples for Harry, and there you go.
Oh yes, yes, absolutely right, Richu. And the third purple as well sets in provisional pole at a 105.5, 1 second faster than anyone on track. Well, that's just the track ramping up, I guess. And next across the line will be his teammate Envy, and now beats his teammate by 7/10. The track is just uber sweet right now. And a lot more drivers crossing the line. UT now goes with a 105.6, takes P3 provisionally. And there is a yellow flag being waved in sector 3. It looks like it's just Harry Rocks slowing down for everyone else. Well, that was a scare. We don't want to see a Ferrari double DNF like we've seen in France. Let's hope things work out much better for them this time out. And right off the bat, they seem to be on the pace. And another Red Bull across the line. No, it's not. And the only running Alfa Romeo remaining in the race now. Horning starts his flying lap as well, and almost round he goes, loses it out of turn 1 on the medium tires, so definitely not the best of cases for him over there. Next across the line, Streeter starts his lap as well, and Envy there goes for another lap and is still coming around the corner. Let's see what he does, and sets another faster time, 104.0 flat. That's setting the benchmark already there. I think the track is almost there. Normally in full dry conditions 103 is definitely possible, and I think drivers are definitely going to be aiming for that. 4 minutes to go in this short qualifying. All drivers are definitely out on track, setting the lap times. Big Man Joe, one of the unfortunate ones to have multiple disconnections earlier, seems to be getting ready for his lap as well. You definitely want to impress in your home race, Big Man Joe. Well, what can you do? Let's perhaps ride on board with Big Man Joe in his home race, or in his team's home race, we shall say. Oh, and a little bit slidey, swiggly he goes. Oh, Spinala there, and he gets collected by Streeter, looks like it. Big Man Joe, that's not how you want to be doing, and he gets a 5-place grid penalty for his troubles over there. That will be setting him back, perhaps. Might be calling it a day and starting at the back. Who knows? Let's have a look. And our next driver to cross the track, Dark Legacy now goes P2.
I was about to point out, Dalvin, that all those drivers who are waiting out for the conditions to dry even more will have less time to set their laps, and I think everyone should go now, because if they make a mistake, they will not have any other chance to rectify it by going for another lap because of the lack of time. So I think all the drivers who are waiting out in the pits should go now.
Yeah, fortunately it is Austria, so an outlap here it's only going to be about a minute 30, and you can pretty much do 2 consecutive laps. The question is, do you want to trouble your tires with 2 back-to-back push laps here with the track not at its fullest rubber condition? Well, regardless of that, I think some drivers have found the answers, some still figuring out. Horning there, as we have missed, he has put his car in P7 on the mediums. Mr. Vex as well seems to be on the mediums. He's going for a run now, 105.0. Is he gonna improve though? But no, he's coming in already, so looks like his 105.0 on the softs will be it. Well, Vex, that was a spoiler and a half. I thought you were gonna go for the medium runs, but looks like the track is already at its best, and now another driver to risk it on the mediums is Signic. 2/10 down on his best lap. Oh, and Envy has disconnected in the middle of the track there. That was a scare and a half for the Ferrari driver as well. Signic now, what can he do heading into turn 4 on the medium tires? Let's see. still running a bit wide. Doesn't look like it's the best conditions for these mediums. And KDB. Oh, Envy has been Oh my goodness, what just happened? Looks like Envy has been disqualified from the session. Whoa, what just happened there for parking in the wrong place? I think that disconnection might have cost him something there. That costed him the pole, which means now KDB is up into provisional P1. Well. Dark Legacy now coming across the track. Oh, he's invalidated his lap as well. Oh, is he starting a new lap? There he goes. Starting a new lap as well. And right behind him on track as well is Harryox. Oh, and Dark Legacy loses it out of turn 1. Catches it just in time though, but will he lose all the time that he needs? Ooh. Harryox has retired from session as well. He has a moment out of turn 2 and he is out from the session. Let's ride on with Andre, who is coming around the first corner on the mediums. Perhaps we can have a look at what happened to Harryox, but no. It might have just been a spin and round he went. Andre now risking it on the medium tires. Up turn 8 he goes. Not turn 8, turn 3 he goes. 8 tenths up, that's what I was looking for. Definitely 8 tenths up because he said his first time on the intermediates. UK now goes provisional P2 with a 104.5 on the medium tires. So drivers are taking the risk and it is paying off right now. KDB and UK, your two wily old foxes rocking out the front row right now. Andre, what can he do in return? Second race ever in Bwoah Racing League. Turn 6 he goes. Well, he seems to be pretty up in the times. Just 2 more corners to go. Can he keep it together? Turn 9. A bit slidey there, but just you want to push the limits. Last corner, turn 10. Across the line. What is it gonna be? And it's only gonna be good enough for P11 with a 106.9. A very nice time there, but not good enough to get him through to the top 10. He will continue for another lap there. UT meanwhile has retired as well, presumably. Oh, and look at that, we have just got an incident. Streeter and Matt Marquez, by the looks of it, have collided into turn 9. Presumably both drivers going for a fast lap and getting caught in each other's way. That might just be of interest of the stewards after the race, but for now Streeter looks like he will just abandon his lap and he will be settling in P13. Matt Marquez meanwhile still gets a chance to start his lap. Did he though? Or did he just cross the line a little too late? Looks like he might have just missed the line. And only driver now on the track setting a time is Drunken Monkey. So let's ride on board with him. Perhaps he can give us a treat. Big Ben Joe meanwhile his teammate has retired from the session. Will probably starting from last. Drunken Monkey now coming down into turn 4. It's a downhill braking section, so it is going to be pretty understeery. Hooks it up on turn 4 pretty nicely. Runs on the exit curb. Keeps it tight onto the right side and then flick left. The only 2 left-handers here in this track. One, and then here comes the second sector split, and we have not gotten the split times yet. But second right-hander and down into turn 9 he goes. Let's see, can he keep it together? And looks like he's out of fuel. Unfortunate there for Drunken Monkey. He looks like he was on a good lap there, but there we go. Across the line slowly with low fuel mode. P3 he takes. Well folks, that's a wrap. Looks like it. RB Farlow will be the last one to cross the line, looks like it, but unfortunately his lap time also has been invalidated. So as it stands, P1 and 2 locked out by your previous champions KDB and UK, with KDB just getting the better of UK by 4 tenths on the soft tires. Drunken Monkey and RB Fellow will line up in row 2. Mr. Wex, great showing from him as well. Him and Signey will line up in the row 3 with the mediums as well. Dark Legacy and UT will be lining up in row 4. Harryox, the other Ferrari, will be lining up on row 5. Alongside him will be Honing, who gets through on the medium tires. Those are your top 10. Those are the starting tires that will be starting on P11 onwards. Andre, Derp, Streeter, Matt Marquez will be starting on free tires. And Andre, if you're hearing us, you may need to retire because the session will not be continuing unless you retire. So Make sure you're done with your lap and we'll be ready to proceed. And looks like, folks, we will be having a lobby restart right after this, as drivers are leaving the session, and we will be back with y'all very soon. Folks, welcome back after a quick lobby restart, and apparently, as always, the game does the game things, and some drivers have reported some desyncs and issues with the lobby. Particularly, some drivers saying the track was still wet for them while it was already dry for some. And yeah, that's just the game for us. And right now, it looks like everything is ready. 19 drivers are back on track. Gouts, welcome. Welcome, sir. We miss you on track. Let's hope you can cheer on your teammate Andre, who is making his second race ever for McLaren and also in Bwoah Racing League. Let's hope he has a good one out there. No teammate for him though, so no slipstream and all for him. But well, if it's anything gonna be said about Austria, it is gonna be a big old slipstream fest in the whole track. Turn 1 all the way down to turn 4. It's a big overtaking opportunities. Drivers, keep your wits into turn 1 and let's see who gets out on top. So after the lobby has been reset now, Envy will line up in P1 with a 104.0. So it's a feisty top 3 there. Envy, KDB, UK as well, and RB Fairlow there will be in P4 or 5, looks like it. So yep, drivers are getting ready, and let's hope they are well prepared with the necessary tires and the correct tires to start on. Otherwise, that will be a little bit of a headache for them when the stewards have a look at it. So here we are, and back into the game we go. So chat, if you're hearing, welcome back everyone. Please hit the like button and subscribe as well to stay updated with Bwoah Racing League's updates from time to time. And we do post highlights of every races from this season onwards. All thanks to Sartek and the team for arranging for the clips and this race as well. I think Sartek will be pretty happy to prepare some more clips once the race is done. So let's see, and looks like it is a dry weather race, and there we go. Our pole position goes to Envy. KDB lines up alongside him. Looking down at the rest of the grid, we have UK, Drunken Monkey, RB Fairlow, Mr. Vex, Sicknick, Dark Legacy, UT, and Harry Rocks, Haning, Andre, Dub, and Streeter, Baby Shumi, Matt Marquez, Wiggs, Big Man Joe, and Freeze rounds up the grid.
That was impressive, Darren. That was impressive. Yeah, they should get you on for the next the next breaking point.
Oh my god! I think I played too much of career mode and to have that ingrained in my mind. I just needed to get that out of the way.
That was really good, impressive.
Yes, Prophecy, thank you so much. Well, there we go. Formation lap is underway. UI has been reset, so give me a moment, folks, for me to reset everything as well. So let's bring up the good old things, intervals, the details as well. Oh, look at that. Most of the drivers outside the top 10 are choosing to start on the mediums. Only Derb and Big Man Joe looking like they're a little bit feisty, looking for a race starting on the soft tires to get some early moves on. Well, safety cars are not too far off of contention here in this track. It is pretty common to see some safety cars in VSC, so perhaps some drivers may benefit from that early on. If there's a late safety car, the medium runners will be the one to benefit instead. But then again, it's BRL, it's league racing, everything is possible as far as we know. And we here on the pole position that he rightfully deserves. Well, he's pulling away on the formation lap and he's warming up his tires pretty aggressively. Right behind him will be KDB, UK, Drunken Monkey as well. All pretty close to each other, just taking the time to warm up this soft little tires there. They're pretty fragile, but at the same time they're pretty durable for this year's game. So, looks like it's gonna be a mixed start here. A mixture of softs and mediums to start off. So the medium runners will be finding it a little bit difficult to keep up at the start. But let's hope they keep it clean into turn 1. And well, this time around, gonna be doing the 5 lights without Sartek. Let's hope we have a good 5 lights away and we go. And formation lap is almost over. Envy somehow has pulled out a big old gap over there. And well, that might just be a little too fast for him. might be cooling his tires a bit till the end, but unfortunately that's not in the game. So you can pretty much pull away till the end and not have your tires cool down at all. So game, please fix that and we will be back for it. Well, you know folks, this is a moment for screenshotting, I guess. So look at that. And we just lining up like Hamilton was in the Hungarian GP alone. But there we go, the rest of the grid has formed up and they're coming back on track. There we go. And let's get ready for 5 lights and let's see if everyone gets a good start for once. Waiting for the 5 lights to go, and there we go. Countdown has started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lights are out and away we go, 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 go. Everybody gets a good start and we there, KDB gets a good start as well. On the back of the grid, let's see, everyone is keeping it safe and sound. Few positions being swapped early on. Everyone taking it cautiously into turn 1. And well, the collision just yet, all keeping it clean. Now everyone's just running up to turn 3 right now. Any dive bombs coming in, looks like there will be some coming in. Oh, and first collision comes from Mr. Wax himself. He runs into the back of another car and down the grid he goes. Baby Shubi now gets past him as well. And now Big Man Joe lines up for a move as well. Up in front. 4 wide action as you can see. Oh, whoa, look at that. UT Signic and Dub gets pushed wide. Oh, he will be looking for a quick comeback there. He's down to the last position for now, and Dub is, well, he's got a fight back to do after his heroic performance in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. But up in front, the two old buddies here, NB and KDB pulling away, while UK now fends off RB Fellow in the opening phases here. And looks like Honing is dropping down the grid as well. Something might have happened to him. Yep, and Honing is seemingly to be at the back of the grid. Big Man Joe as well now has dropped, so up in front now. NBO, and he has spun, I think, out of turn 1, and he has lost the position. Mad Marquez now has retired as well. Signic as well has retired. Presumably some collision taking place in turn 1, looks like it. And safety car has been released. Yes. Woof. Damn. There was a lap and a half. Now let's cool down for a moment. And digest what has happened. NB has lost his position from pole down to P9, right behind his teammate. KDB now inherits the lead. Dub, also having a poor start, is down to P15. Big Man Joe seems to be, well, he didn't have a good start as well. He's still in P17. Looks like in a prime position to execute some good tire strategies right from the back here. And what a start by Andres, pointed out by Chad. Look at that, he's up into P7. And let's quickly bring up the position changes that have taken place. Let's see, the drivers with the most positions gained is in fact, well, it's actually Streeter, but Andre is right behind in P7 and 8. They have gained 5 and 6 positions. Let's go McLaren. And what about the home favorites here? Drunken Monkey as well, up into P3 right now on the soft tires. He's looking good to go for a distance more. And first driver to get into the pits is Honing, and he will be releasing himself from the troubles of the medium tires onto another set of medium tires over here. And Mr. Vex has DNF. Oh, look at that, what's happening over there? Let's ride on board with Mr. Vex, Big Man Joe, perhaps we can see. And we missed it a brief moment there. And no, Mr. Vex is dropping down the grid. Now maybe we can have a look with Honing. What's happening? Mad Marquez has now officially left the session after this connection. And from what we saw on Big Man Joe's screen, it looks like right on this corner, Mr. Vex had an incident and has disconnected, or has DNF'd if anything. So sad for him. He's out of the race. 3 drivers already falling to the high-speed nature of Austria, the Red Bull Ring here. Yes, Vexy boy. Our boy Vex did not get a good start. If anything, he got waxed here. Woof. And Honing now on the medium tires will be looking to rejoin the queue slowly and steadily. Up in front though is the usual suspects. 1, 2, 3, and oh, look at this. There's some position changes. Yep, some other drivers, perhaps Derp is this time. Yep, it's this time around Derp who goes into the pits. Oh, it's not Derp going into the pits, it's Freeze who's going in the pits. So Freeze, wow. Freeze is now serving his 5-second time penalty, presumably for getting into a collision with with the Wax much earlier or someone else. So gets a wing change, gets a tire change as well. He will be out on track right at the back of the queue. So soft tires to go on from Freeze. That's bold from him, and let's quickly have a look at the penalty situation here. So Baby Shumi has 2 5-second penalties picked up for, well, collisions under safety car. Yikes. And Derp, not Derp, my bad. Right behind is BRL Wix 356, or we like to call it. He has a 5-second penalty as well. So drivers will have to serve this in the pits when they make their next pit stop. Otherwise, it will be carried on till the end of the race. Safety car will be in this lap. Freeze, better catch up. Safety car is gonna go in very fast. And let's quickly get ready for the restart. Up in front, KB, RB Farrello, Drunken Monkey, Dark Legacy. What a showing by Dark Legacy, up into P4 already. Safety car will be in this lap. Everyone still on their starting tires, apart from a few like Honing and Freeze right at the back, who are on the fresher, mediums and softs respectively. So drivers getting ready, weaving left, right and center. Oof, it's just gonna get spicy on the restart here. Let's see if KDB gets a good start over here. RB Farrello, known to keep it clean, one of the cleaner drivers around and very respectful around his rivals. Now gets the restart. KDB pulls away, but not too far. Right behind him is RB Farrello for his troubles, and everyone is getting started as well. And looks like Streeter has been caught up with a big gap over here. Harry Rocks, Envy. Perhaps we might see some Ferrari team orders coming in, or is Harry Rocks going to go for the move? Looks like Harry Rocks is going for a move on Streeter. There we go, and gets past Streeter as well. And Streeter just tries to get a cutback on him. And Envy, can he pick off Streeter as well? Will the Ferrari team play come into fruition here? Looks like Envy is not gonna challenge just yet. Alright, so good opening restart here. KDB now. For once, it's good to see him back in front, and he does what he does best, pulling away from the likes of RB Farrello, and he runs wide off track. And Drunken Monkey, who is not close enough to pounce on that opportunity, now faces we gotta cut out that thought now. Harry Rocks, the other Ferrari here, has lost it out of turn 6 and is now down to the last position. Streeter has boxed, might have picked up some damage, so let's look on him in a while more. And Honing up in front, going almost side by side, but he pulls off and UK as well. What's happening to our good old friend UK here? He has lost some positions and he is dropping down the order as well. I'm guessing these medium tires are not working out just yet. And he's side by side with Freeze. Freeze get the better traction on the softs. Oof. Yes, Sartek, hang on, sir. Okay, let's get back on track here now. Dark Legacy now catching up to Andre. Let's see if Andre can hold on to to his position in P4 right now. KDB now sets the fastest lap, and well, there he goes. Dark Legacy is pretty far off, but he will be catching up very soon. Down on the grid, and he has lost some positions now. So what's happening down in the Ferrari garage there? Everyone is losing their wits. Oh, there he goes. Down he goes the order, and he loses another position. A yellow flag has been called out. Big Man Joe has spun out of turn 1, and he is now dropping down the order as well. So down he goes. Bad to worse for Big Man Joe today. Not looking like a good day, good turnout for him. And up in front though, his teammate is looking to handle RB Farrello up in P2. P1 though, KDB still keeps the position. BRL Wix now very close to Baby Shumi, down into for both on them on the mediums here. Still keeping it clean, and he gets passed by Honing. takes advantage of them and goes down the inside.
So Dalvin, the turn 1 curse of this game is engulfing a lot of drivers here, including the two
indeed.
DNFs that we saw of Sicknick and Mad Marquez. So they came together, and both of them unfortunately have taken each other out. But yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, and as DRS gets enabled now, I think some drivers are getting ready to line up moves. Baby Shumi will be one of the first one. Oh, Streeter has DNF. That will call out another safety car. Whoa! Alright, and as we were looking on what happened there, looks like Streeter might have just lost it out of turn 7. Harry Rocks now gets past him. Safety car is out. Some drivers are already in. So the likes of Big Man Joe and RB Fellow, the first one to react to the safety car. Now into the pits, RB Fellow out back on the mediums as well. Big Man Joe again, well, he's not having a good day here, but he's out on the mediums as well. Will he be able to catch up to the safety car though, get past it and perhaps gain some positions? And yeah, let's see. Obriel Wicks now picks up a 3-second penalty for extending track a little too much. Safety car is out, waiting on the approach to turn 3. Let's see. Drivers will probably be looking to dive into the pace. Soft runners will be our target for today, but no, looks like drivers are staying out. KDB out on the softs, still staying out. Andre Drunken Monkey is stayed out as well. Pretty much a big portion of the top 10 has been staying out. Envy, one of the top runners, now into the pits to get rid of the soft tires and onto the next set of tires for the second stint. And UK now picks up another 3-second penalty for corner cutting as well. Wow, penalties are just racking up left, right and center for some reason. And phew, let's have a breather. Let's have a rundown on the position gains that have taken place so far. And so far, Andre, the sole McLaren that's running today. McLaren boys in chat, show your support for the McLaren team. There we go, up 10 positions into P2 there. Andre doing good job here on the medium tires, up 10 positions into P2. Baby Shumi and BRL Mix also making good progress there, and be one of the biggest losers out of all this commotion. Now temporarily down to P12, losing 11 positions, but he has made his mandatory pit stop, so he will be looking for a fight back through the grid. Meanwhile, drivers in front such as KB, Drunken Monkey and Andre, who are still out on their original tires, will be looking to go long and hope for another safety car. And drivers picking up penalties
don't want to curse anyone, Dalvin, but
Yes.
I kind of feel that this second safety car might just be a blessing in disguise for the early losers. For example, Harry, Big Man Joe and RB Ferrello, who have now boxed under the safety car. 9 laps done, fresh mediums. I think this might just be a blessing in disguise for them, let's see.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, especially for Big Man Joe, like you said. Well, as we know, he didn't really have the best start in the qualifying itself, where the game glitched out for him. He didn't have a good qualifying, and now starting last, pretty much last, and he's still last. And on fresh tires now, he will at least have some track positions once the drivers in front of him make some pit stops. So we know the likes of Big Man Joe are able to make through the field, and we as well, UK, who are all down the grid, down the order, will be looking to make some positions. And safety car still out. Looks like no driver really wants to box anymore. So well, this might be it for them. The safety car is indeed coming in this lap. All drivers have bunched up. We might be seeing a restart on lap 11. So this time to look out for probably will be Andre, who is sitting right behind KDB. And indeed, safety car has been called in. KDB will lead the safety car restart, and this time behind him will be Andre. Will Andre react differently? Will Andre be more aggressive on the start? These 9-lap old mediums are starting to catch up on pace and start to be faster than the 9-lap old soft tires. So let's hope they get a good one. Everyone's weaving left and right. Look at that. Oh, and near collision, that Dark Legacy with Drunken Monkey is safely there, boys. You don't want to be picking up penalties now. And safety car restart is almost underway. And let's ride on board with Andre to see perhaps if he can react wisely to KDB's restart, and looks like KDB is still waiting, and there he goes. He pulls off, but this time looks like Andre is much closer to KDB up into turn 1, and Dark Legacy behind is already losing some positions. But let's see if Andre can make a move immediately on KDB as well. Yeah, he's getting ever so closer, and Dark Legacy is losing even more positions. Something's happening, and Vix as well. Everyone's losing positions now, so something might have happened to Dark Legacy, probably not having the best of restarts over there, and he drops down even more. Baby Shumi now side by side, UK side by side with Baby Shumi. There he goes, and he gets pushed onto the curbs, and Harry Rocks now picks up some penalties as well. Envy right behind him, right on the side of him. Oh, side by side they go. Can they make it through? UK gets pushed wide. Did not really get pushed wide, but he gets onto the curb and he loses it now. And we're right behind Baby Shumi as well. This looks like a overtake coming soon. Baby Shumi defending with all his might on the older medium tires. Might just have his rear mirrors filled with a Ferrari, and not for too long. Side they go, and there we go. Envy pulls off into the distance and away from Baby Shumi, and UK behind there making a feisty move on Baby Shumi. Side by side they go. And looks like there's some glitching going on in the game, but they make it out safely. Oof, what a scare there. Woo. Okay, there we go. There we go. Round they go, and Harry Rocks has been spun out. He loses his wing as well. Sector 1 and 2 light up yellow, horning there as well. Gets caught up in some collisions there. But let's quickly turn our attentions up in front now. Yep, some drivers are just looking. Andre, for example, here. Well, he's looking like he's attacking KDB for the lead right now. And oh, so close they are. Very, very close they go. And Andre is very, very close to the gearbox. KDB just hanging on the old soft tires here. Andre is looking like he's gonna get the move done here. It's right on board with this. Right on board with KDB into turn 1. DRS might just get enabled at the end of this lap. Andre, he will be defending, as he will be attacking as hard as he could. Now let's see into turn 1, and we sets the fastest lap for now. He will be looking for a fight back, and KDB now defends, but Andre is catching with DRS. Look at that, and will he go down the inside? No, KDB leaves the door open, but not too close. Andre now gets a second chance as well. And there's a lap car in front of KDB as well. Looks like this attack might just fizzle out for a lap and a half. Right behind Big Man Joe now, attacking BRL Wix. Can Wix... Oh my goodness, I'm messing up the cameras, but there we go. Wix defense from Big Man Joe. Down the inside he goes. Side by side they go, and Big Man Joe takes the lead. Not take the lead, I mean he takes the position away from BRL Wix, and now Big Man Joe will resume his comeback. Envy now right behind UT as well. Will he be looking for a move on UT? UT now goes wide, and there we go, side by side, and Envy pushing on ahead with DRS. Both of them having DRS now. Looks like they will carry on for another lap. And now an interesting move coming up ahead. Andre goes side by side with KDB. KDB yields the position to get DRS for himself, but will he be able to challenge the Andre on the I will get faster getting medium tires? Now pulls away, so up into the lead. Andre for once, well, he's leading the race. KDB now left stuck behind Dub behind him as well. Drunken Monkey. Envy now charging an attack on Drunken Monkey. Very close into turn 5. Can he get a move though? It's not an overtaking zone here, but with the fresher tires, it might just be looking for a move down into turn 6. Freeze there, right in front of them, is disconnected, and he will be looking to get out of the way. UK, our old buddy, has lost it coming out of turn 6 as well. Let's ride on board with horning, and if we can catch UK now. UK is going pretty slowly. Let's see what happened to him, and he's back on track right now. This comes, and he loses it again. UK, round he goes. Careful there, and yeah, he will be rejoining the track with pretty hot rubber. right in front though. Battle is not over yet. KDB this time. Now right on the attack again. This time with DRS. Trying to line up a move on Andre. But you know, fresher tires on Andre will mean he will keep the position for now. KDB already struggling for traction, squiggling all over, and he will be looking to, you know, probably get rid of the soft tires very soon. Baby Shumi now left alone there. All drivers are pretty much fending off themselves. It's a track where you gotta... Oh, Harry cuts the corner, quite a big one, and rides the curb. Hopefully no damage to his floor, otherwise he will be losing a lot of pace there as well. Now Envy right on Derp. These two drivers duking it out in Saudi Arabia now, continuing their battle into Austria. Now Derp will be defending from Envy. Derp has to defend from Envy, who sets a fastest lap at the same time with the DRS assistance. Now Derp will be probably looking to... Ooh, well, it's a powerless defense there. And Envy gets past, but this time around Derp will be getting the DRS. So can we see a move coming in from Derp, and a little bit of desync going on over there, I'm guessing. And back on track they go. And yeah, Derp has maintained his position. Andre now, while all that commotion was going on, has... Whoa! Andre has been passed by KDB once again. So one of the older champions showing why he is a champion, not giving up, fighting for position now. And looks like he will be pulling away, but Envy has been invited into the party as well. He's not too far off. He might be just joining this queue right at the end of this lap. Derp as well on the aging soft tires. Will he be looking to box? No, he continues for another lap. Envy now catching right up as well. KDB has boxed. He will be the first one to pull the pin, and into the pits he goes. Andre inherits the lead once again. Envy now sets the fastest lap with a 106.2. Dips into the 0.2s there, and gets a tire change, and looks like Big Man Joe as well. Now lining up a move on Baby Shumi into turn 1 they go, and oh, slippery there for Big Man Joe, still getting in touch with his tires. Oh, Honig has retired. What has happened there? Into the pit lane, did he retire? And it's a safety car. Safety car has been called out. Wow. Well, this might just be the opportunity for the soft drivers to pit and get rid of the softs and onto the mediums. Whoa, what a big call there. Andre as well up in front. He will be looking to box very quickly. Let's perhaps right on board with Harry if we can get a view of... No, we're not gonna get a view of Honing. Looks like it. The car has dissipated from track. Our safety car is out for the third time here. Well. This race has not given us a break, and looks like the field will be bunching up once again. Richie will be joining us very shortly with some updates. Okay, he picks up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. What an unfortunate turn of events for the race leader, who now has a drive-through to his name. Whoa, and every driver now boxing to get rid of the soft tires and even the medium tires. Everyone is into the pits. Look at the crowded pit lane, folks. Well, it's a sight to behold. And guess what? Out of all this, who is gonna take the lead is gonna be Big Man Joe, the man who started almost last in the race, now keeping his wits for these two safety cars into the third one. He keeps the lead. With only 9 lap old medium tires, he is primed to go till the end. Whoa! Envy as well has boxed for fresh mediums. Now Andre on fresh softs, so he will be looking to fight for the lead right off the bat. And everyone else on the track on the fresh tires, everyone opting for either the mediums or the softs. So it'll be interesting to see if the soft runners can stretch it till the end from here. Yes, Scouts, too easy for Envy. Yes, P3 on fresh mediums. He's looking like he's gonna go till the end from here. KB though, unfortunate for him, he will be serving that drive-through penalty once the safety car is in, and he has to hope this time around. Next time around there is another safety car to bail him out of that drive-through, so he can bunch up with the pack and mount charge. That aside, let's quickly have a look at the penalty situation here. KDB now with the drive-through, as we mentioned. Baby Shumi has a 5-second and a 3-second to serve. BRL Wicks has picked up 6, UK 3, Harry and Freeze each with 6 seconds of time penalty. So Derp now will be boxing as well, looks like it. He's into the pits. It's not him. KDB is into the pits. I'm guessing he wants to change some tires. And he is on the soft tires. Yes. Wise move there. He will be serving his drive-through when the safety car restarts. So might as well be on the faster tire towards the end of the race. Now he is looking ahead till the end of the race. Freeze as well. Has box for fresh tires. Freeze is still up ahead though. He's being lapped now. Yes, he has been lapped. Confirmation that Freeze has been lapped. And I'm not sure if Freeze is back in the race. But donning that number 96 number, my favorite as well. Freeze is down in P14 right now. Safety car will be coming in at this lap. Yes, Richu, yes, we need some updates.
Yeah, so as the safety car is coming in this lap, I think this safety car has changed the dynamic a little bit, because considering Big Man Joe and the others, as I said, as you can see now, he has boxed, but they were supposed to be all the way in the front, because the other drivers would have to change for fresh tires. But now the dynamic has changed a little bit after Horning has unfortunately binned it in next to the pit lane. So let's see how the restart is gonna go.
Yeah, so safety car, as you mentioned, is being called in. So for the first time, we will have Andre leading the safety car restart here. So well, let's see how Envy now can pressure Andre into the restart. So Andre there getting ready and pulls off into the distance. A little bit of rubber banding going there, but Andre pulls off away into the distance and away he goes. Looks like a pretty safe restart. Everyone is keeping the beats. Yes.
What's up?
Hey, alright. Looks like Freeze is losing the positions, but it looks like it might just be his ghosted car. Vix actually has lost a position there. And UK now getting mugged by Harry and Vix as well. UK though on the soft tires. Can he do something about it? Around the outside he goes. Around the outside he goes actually on Harry and makes the move stick. Harry has lost some positions, now down to P12. Big Man Joe now right beside him. Side by side they go into turn 4. Oh! Can they make it through safely? And Big Man Joe makes it through safely as well. He makes the move around the outside on UK. Up in front though, let's quickly turn our attentions to the race leaders. Andre and we Derp all within a second of each other, now looking to take the race lead away. And while Andre might be having the pace advantage on the soft tires, Envy and Derp are now gonna let this go. Andre provisionally sets the fastest lap at a 5.9. Is looking like he can't pull away. Envy and Derp now within a second as well. Everyone else behind them. UK now might be looking to mount an attack on BRL Bits right away, but without DRS assistance, it's not that easy to make a move around here. Will we see a dive coming in though from UK? All the way back, and now he just thinks of it a little bit smarter and leaves for another corner.
Meanwhile, RB Sarello is making a move on UT, if you can see.
RB Fellow
almost there.
Oh,
He's back
yes. Oh, gets a good traction though. UT now has to entertain the idea of RB Fellow diving down the inside, but RB Fellow then takes an alternate line away from the dirty air with the soft tires as well. RB Fellow is still sticking on the gearbox of UT. Oof, interesting. And UK now side by side with Vix he goes. Oh, almost tapping tires there, and Vix now will be looking to defend from UK. DRS has been enabled this lap. Turn 1 they will not be having DRS, but UK gets a better line onto BRL Vix. Might just have a move coming into turn 2. UK pulls out to the outside. Side by side they go, and UK makes it through. Can he stick it though? This time around, Big Man Joe now joins the party. Can he make a move on this too? Get a cut back in and into the lead. Oh, nah, everyone seems to be thinking better of it and not to send it up, but looks like someone has decided to send it on Big Man Joe. It's Harry Rocks now makes a position up into P11. Oh, UT now. RB Fellow and Drunken Monkey all within. You can throw a blanket on them and you can just pretty much see the gap between them now. Drunken Monkey will be looking to defend from 2 faster running drivers right behind him. Up ahead though, might have a look here. Andre being lined up by Envy here. Within 3/10 now with DRS, Envy gets ever so closer into the braking zone of turn 1, lifts off slightly there, not to run into Andre. Now Andre has to defend from Envy. Well, sufficient DRS to defend. Sector 1 lights up yellow, and it looks like it is Derp. Yeah, Derp has spun it. And he has run wide.
Derp has spun.
And Dark Legacy now catching up to Derp. Will Derp recover as well? Oh, and look at that, UK being very spicy, and they get into a collision, and yes, Harry Rocks has DNF, and that brings out another safety car. Oh my goodness,
another safety car.
Another one. Cue the meme, please, someone. Well, that might just go into the post editing, but we'll look at that. 4th safety car of the race. Not even a VSC, and a straight up safety car. This might be the last safety car, so drivers will have to think of their strategies wisely, because there will not be any more safety cars after this. Only VSCs might get released. I might be wrong, but this might just be the opportunity for the drivers like KDB to get rid of the penalty, though. Or saying that though, KDB, who
Andre has pit.
Andre has pit. Yes, Andre has boxed from the.
Andre has pit.
Andre has boxed. So that's a very counterintuitive move there by Andre, now going onto the medium tires. I thought he would at least go on to the soft tires towards the end, but now that has just given the lead back to Envy. Now UT, the other Aston Martin, who has kept it wise and clean, up into P2. Drunken Monkey now up into P3. RB Fallow now up into P4 where he started. So a few drivers as well making the stops. Freeze still being at the back, being lapped as well. Unfortunate for him, he will be continuing as much as he could. So this is spirit we like to see. Always continue, always race on regardless of what happens. So Freeze, kudos to you for keeping it on the track. UK now on fresh tires. KDB, well, he has that drive-through. Let's look at it. No, KDB has served that drive-through, so he is clear to go till the end right now. And 3 seconds only to his name. So that means he is poised for a comeback drive. Let's hope we get some overtaking action from him. Dub as well. Another driver that is usually up on top is now down into P10. So him as well on the fresher tires will be looking to make his way through. Big Man Joe now might just be a cork in the bottle with lack of pace today, but at the same time we know how good he can race. So let's see if he can defend against the 2 faster drivers on faster tires behind today, or will he be able to make some positions on drivers in front or with some commotion as well. Safety car completes its first lap out on track. Andre, who was in P1, has surrendered the lead. Box for mediums now. He will go till the end. Up in front, Envy now.
Alvin,
Yes.
as I was riding on board Envy right before the safety car, a single whammy almost turned into a double whammy for Ferrari as I watched Harry react to his DNF. Envy was almost about to make a move on Andre, but he couldn't as the safety car was out. But turned out that it was damage control as Andre had to pit.
Alright. Was there any damage though to Andre, because he has boxed for some reason out of the softs?
So he feels, I think he feels that the softs will not take him that much. So Andre is technically still in for that battle for the podium position. But what a drive by Andre.
Yeah, rightfully so, and I think he might have thought this through till the end, because he is on the freshest medium tires of anyone else in front of him. So towards the end of the race, he will be having the pace advantage. Well, let's hope he can turn it around. Safety car is in already this lap, so a pretty short safety car, which means we'll have 11 laps more of race running. This time will be Envy who will lead the safety car restart. So interesting to see. 4 safety cars, 3 drivers leading the restart. KDB in the first 2, Andre in the second one. Now this time Envy will be leading the safety car restart. Not too shabby from him, as he has done plenty of times in the previous races. Now he gets ready, waves his tires. UT and Drunken Monkey all lining up like hawks. RB Fellow, Baby Shimmy, Dark Legacy, Andre. Everyone looks like they want to get a move on already. And there we go, safety car has gone in. Envy has pulled away though. Good gap though, pulled away from him. But everyone seems to be making a move. Andre might be the first one to make a move on Dark Legacy. Down the inside he goes into turn 1. Gets a bit squiggly, but on the rear of Dark Legacy as well. And we have Spooler, a big league up in front. Drunken Monkey now goes for a move around the outside of UT. Can he make it though? Oh, and he gets a bit squiggly there. Right behind though, Andre now has gotten past Dark Legacy. Now Andre will be looking to defend around the outside. Can he make it through? And oh, side by side they go. Beryl Wicks now has been tapped wide. Off track he goes and he resets to track for his misery. Oh, there we go. Another driver getting caught out in battle. But up in front, in the midfield, everyone is looking for early positions with different tire strategies now. KDB lining up a move on Derp and might just go side by side. Will he go side by side though? Into turn 9 and 10. Probably not the best place to do. Onto the straight. Derp now pulls away from the DRS. Pulls away from the slipstream now. KDB will probably look for a better line to go into the next turn too. But no DRS just yet, so drivers will have to duke it out on pure pace if they want to get past anyone. Andre now on the back of Baby Shumi already and not too far off their podium positions. It's right in front of him. He can see the P2 from here. He has the freshest tires. He will be making a move. Derp, oh, we have missed it, but he has lost the position to KDB right now. And that's going from bad to worse for Derp. UK now is joining the party. Can he make a move on Derp as well? We'll find out shortly. As RB Fellow now on the soft tires, looks like he's holding UT quite safely, maybe keeping it safe till the end. But oh look, someone else is closer. It's Baby Shumi now has to defend from Andre as we ride on board from Dark Legacy. You can see side by side they go. Oh, and they almost tap. Whoa, that was safe. That was safely through though. Whew. And Derp now on the back of KDB once again. Well, these drivers are relentless. They are not giving up. They just want to fight for position and they are serving us a treat as well. Turn 1, as always, a bit tricky. Now with DRS enabled, can we see some moves coming in? Andre and Drunken Monkey are going for a move as well. Now Drunken Monkey will look to defend from... Oh no, Andre will be looking to defend from Drunken Monkey, but Andre on the fresh softs, on the fresh mediums there, gets away very quickly. Now podium is already within sights for him. KDB and Dark Legacy swapping positions there. Oh, side by side they are. Can they keep it true? Dark Legacy has to tuck in behind for another lap. Now Derp joins the party, perhaps looking to make a move on Dark Legacy as well. Yeah, Baby Shumi now forming a train. Right behind him is Dark Legacy, KDB and Derp as well. Everyone looks like they want to get a position very quickly. Can they though? DRS has been enabled in the previous lap. Now Baby Shumi runs wide. KDB will be the first one to pounce. Will he pounce though? But no, Baby Shumi gets DRS on Drunken Monkey as well. So he will survive for another turn. And look at the background there. So many cars passing through each other. Will they make it 3 wide though? 2 wide though? Oh, they go for a move. Side by side they go into turn 3. Drunken Monkey just keeps it ahead for time being. KDB gets tapped.
And KDB gets tapped by Dark Legacy. I think so.
Yeah, KDB is now wide. He has gone out. He's down to P11 already. Well, it's going from bad to worse for him. But right in front though, as you can see, RB Fellow still lining up a move on UT. Still can't find a way through. Ooh.
As you're having a breather there, Dalvin.
Yes.
I was just speaking of Mr. Vex here, who is with us in the comms box just to help you out, Dalvin. He's
hey Vex, welcome.
Yeah, here he is, Vex in the commentary box. I don't think because of the action we kind of missed to introduce him in the box. So yeah, hi Vex. Vex, sorry. How you doing?
Hey Vex, welcome.
Cheer for me in the chat.
Hey chat, give a like for our good old buddy Mr. Vex. Say hi to Vex. He's up here in the comms box to entertain you guys as well. And as he's here, we just saw Andre. Yes, got up into P3. What a move. He made a move on RB Fellow, who is struggling on the 11 laps old soft tires now. Andre already on the gearbox of UT there. Well, this looks like it's gonna be a very easy move coming in for Andre. That might have been a good decision for him to go onto the surface. Oh, and there's a yellow right on the back though. Looks like it is Vix coming up to UK. Oh, and no, it is our good buddy UK who has lost it out of turn 4 once again, and he looks like doesn't have a front wing. He will be boxing to get rid of that dead wing. But now, let's turn our attentions for the fight for P2. UT, Andre, RB Fellow, all within touching distance of each other. Let's see if Andre can make a move as well. Looks like with the DRS assistance, he will get the move done. Side by side they go into turn 3. Andre, oh, and they collide! And they collide! Andre and UT have collided on the way up into turn 3. Another safety car has been called, the 5th one in this race. Oh, another safety car. Wow, look at that, folks. Look at that. These two cars are just stranded on track. It's a screenshot worthy moment there. But whoa, look at that. A fight for podium ended in misery for both of them.
Oh my god is all I can say, because as I left the box, I was actually on board UT and I saw that right in front of my eyes, and it was a very scary moment to see actually. I can't say who is to blame. My initial thought is that it was Andre who was trying to be a little more aggressive, trying to get back into the racing line after he overtook UT. UT did say that he can't hold him back anymore to his team principal, but that was one scary sight to see both the drivers just yeet it on the wall.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's an interesting turn of events there. So, well, I think some drivers may have benefited though from this safety car. Let's quickly bring up our UI once again, and let's see the tire lives. Everyone in front though, surprisingly on the top 7, they're all on worn tires. Richu, Vex, guys, they're all on worn tires. So, guess who is in the box seat to attack all these drivers on old tires? It's the likes of Derb, UK. Well, and BRL Vix, only 3 drivers on the fresh soft tires. They'll be looking very feisty on the restart, perhaps. Not gonna say they might get involved in incidents and get feisty to make some positions in the closing stages of the race. But with drivers in front of them having old tires, they know, these 3 drivers know they have the advantage on them. And now Freeze as well, who has managed to unlap himself by the looks of it, or maybe not. He's also on the soft tires. Unfortunately for him, he's still a lap down, but if he keeps it clean, he might just be claiming a P10 if someone else retires from the race. And tire strategy aside, looks like Envy, RB Fellow, Drunken Monkey up in front may have some company from the soft runners behind. When the safety car goes in the next lap, the longer the safety car stays out, the safer it is for those on the older tires, and the less advantage these newer drivers have. The drivers with newer tires they have. So, alright. So, looks like the safety car is on overdrive today. 5 safety cars we've had, chat. So, if you're here, for the 12 of you watching all the way from wherever you are in the world, thank you for your support. Hit the like, subscribe, and get ready for the finale. Well, not the finale, the final few laps of this Austrian GP. Safety car will be coming in at this lap, so we will have 4 laps of race running, lap 33, 34, 35 and 36, which means we will have 2 laps of DRS running, 2 laps of normal pure racecraft, and we will see which driver come out on top. The BRL Wakes UK, these 3 look like they can nick a podium here, even the race win. Oh well, time will tell. Safety car is being called in this lap. Let's have a breather and get ready as we see drivers getting ready to warm up the tires.
Speaking of which, Dalvin, I think I should probably just stick to pit lane reporting, because every time I have picked out on a driver, you can see what has happened. So I think I might just stick to the reporting. So the McLaren team will have a long chat with me, I think, after they watch the video. So I'm sorry, Andre, I was rooting for you.
It's alright. The only McLaren running is now out, and well, 8 drivers have succumbed to the incident on this track, and safety car restart is underway. Envy pulls away though, but right behind is where all the action is gonna be happening. Derp immediately on the gearbox of KDB. Looks like he wanna be making a move. He senses a podium, he senses a P2, he senses a race win over here. Now KDB makes a jump on Big Man Joe. Side by side they go. Sector 1 still lights up yellow for some reason, but now it's back to full green running, and Derp down the inside of Big Man Joe. He goes side by side, gets a better traction, pulls away. KDB though making a move on Dark Legacy. Can he get through though? Oh, side by side they go. And Dark Legacy gets pushed right onto the curb. KDB on the soft tire is still going well. Oh, it's still side by side they are going. They're not letting go, and they're pretty relentless in terms of their battling, which is still inviting Derp more and more into the fight. And well, he's getting impatient here with these drivers up in front who are holding him up. 3 laps to go. Derp now on the back of Dark Legacy. He runs slightly wide, and looks like Big Man Joe has stepped up as well. BRL Wicks now is looking like he's gonna make a move on Big Man Joe. Can he though make a move on... Oh no, broadcast cam, come on, do the work. And there we go. Side by side they go into turn 1, running up the hill. Turn 3 is coming up. Derp now has made a move on Dark Legacy, and side by side they go into the braking zone. Derp with the fresher tires will get the traction out of the corner, and next up will be KDB for him. UK as well on the fresh tires has made a move on Big Man Joe. He is looking on a charge as well. 2 laps to go, folks. Will this be a photo finish at the end? Will the drivers in front hold on, or will Derp, UK and BRL Wicks make their way through to the podium? 2 laps to go. We are still riding on board. Derp now trying to catch up to KDB already. It's still a DRS train up here. It's gonna be pretty difficult to get past, but fresher tires means everything in this closing stages. And there's a yellow at the back, and it's UK once again who has spun coming out of turn 7 there. And well, he drops down to P10. Might just call it a day and just bring it home in P10. But quickly turning our attention to BRL Wicks, makes a move on Dark Legacy. Oh, Dark Legacy gets spinning. He's sent spinning by the move made by BRL Wicks. He will be dropping down to P9 now. UK gets past him up into P9. UK goes. KDB up in front, colliding with Baby Shumi almost. Derp now senses a P4 up in there. Last lap to go. Everyone is fighting for position. Drunken Monkey now side by side they go into turn 4. Will they come out? Who's gonna come out in front? RB Fellow holding for his dear life for that P2. Drunken Monkey right behind him, looks for a move down the inside, but no close, but no cigar for him. KDB, Derp as well in 5 and 6. Looks like this may just end as it is. Up in front though, let's turn our attention once again to the Ferrari of Envy. Kept it clean, kept it smart with the strategy. Comes across the line, picks up another victory in the Bwoah Racing League. P1 goes to Envy. RB Fellow will hold on to finish P2, and Drunken Monkey takes the P3. And with extra penalties coming into the play, surely that will be looked at by the stewards. We will have a confirmation on the finishing position soon. Whoa, there we go. That's the fastest finish we've had. Every driver were within 10 seconds of each other from the start till the end here. And driver today goes to none other than Big Man Joe for that wonderful comeback race. Envy there, as you can see, distributing copies of F1 2021. Well done to him. Another podium, another victory picked up as well. Derp looks like he's on the podium in P2, and a good showing from him as well. Big Man Joe in P3. I think he will be happy to take it on.
What an unpredictable race. Half of the grid was DNF today.
Yeah, and well, it's always a treat when we get action, especially in a track like this, where you know it's easy to overtake, but at the same time it's pretty difficult to keep it on track or most of the time. And yeah, UK there though, despite his poor race, picks up the fastest lap. Will pick up that BRL Thunder lap with a 105.229. Fastest lap goes to him. And congratulations to every driver that made it through till the end. Better luck next time to everyone else. And that has been it from us here in the comms. So folks, thank you for following. Thank you for staying tuned till the end. Hit the like button, subscribe, and stay notified for future updates, future races. So we will be seeing you next week for another race in Bwoah Racing Day. Till then everyone, take care.